Have you ever thought of how community park activities can Have you ever thought of how community park activities can transform your life? In the next few seconds, you'll learn why getting involved in your local park is a game changer. Community parks offer various activities ranging from yoga classes to gardening projects. These activities promote physical health, reducing stress and anxiety. Meeting new people creates a sense of belonging and boosts your mental well-being. Participating in events helps you develop new skills you never knew you had. Engage in sports to improve teamwork and leadership qualities. Volunteering opportunities allow you to give back and make a difference. Nature walks and outdoor activities connect you with the environment. These activities make your community stronger and more resilient. Curious to experience it yourself? Like what you see? Subscribe for more community tips and ideas. Hit the like button if you found this useful.
Creating a bird feeder can be a fun and rewarding project that connects you with nature and helps support local bird populations. Here is a simple guide to making your own bird feeder using common materials. First, gather your materials: a plastic bottle, a pair of scissors, a wooden spoon, some string or wire, and birdseed. Make sure the bottle is clean and dry before you begin. Step 1. Cut 2 holes. Using the scissors, cut 2 holes in the plastic bottle, each about 1 to 2 inches from the bottom. The holes should be directly opposite each other and just large enough for the handle of the wooden spoon to fit through snugly. These will be the openings through which the birds will access the birdseed. Step 2. Insert the wooden spoon. Insert the handle of the wooden spoon through one hole and out the other side. Adjust the spoon so that the bowl end protrudes from the bottle, forming a little perch where the birds can sit and eat. The spoon handle should stick out enough on both sides for stability. Step 3. Make hanging loops. Poke 2 small holes near the top of the bottle. Thread the string or wire through these holes to create a loop for hanging the feeder. Make sure the string or wire is secure to handle the weight of the filled feeder. Step 4. Fill with birdseed. Pour birdseed into the bottle, filling it up to the holes where the wooden spoon is inserted. Avoid overfilling to ensure the birdseed flows easily and doesn't. Excellent bird watching opportunities. Ensure the spot is safe from predators. Cover from strong winds. Regular maintenance. Check the feeder regularly to refill the birdseed and ensure it's clean. Moldy or old birdseed can be harmful to birds. Feeder regularly to refill the birdseed and ensure moldy or old birdseed can be also a small but significant way to contribute to local wildlife conservation. Happy bird watching.
Lucas awoke to the soft light of dawn filtering through his bedroom window. The world outside was still, wrapped in that serene tranquility that comes with early morning. Today was special. He was finally going on his long-awaited fishing trip with his Grandpa Joe. He threw on his lucky blue cap, grabbed the fishing rod leaning against the wall, and tiptoed downstairs. Grandpa Joe was already sitting at the kitchen table, a steaming cup of coffee in hand, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "Ready for an adventure, kiddo?" he asked, ruffling Lucas's unkempt hair. They loaded the car and set off down the winding country roads, the landscape morphing from sleepy town to lush, unspoiled countryside. Rolling hills gave way to dense forest. And soon they reached the banks of Crystal Lake, its water gleaming like molten silver under the golden rays of the rising sun. As they set up their gear, Grandpa Joe shared stories of his own fishing exploits, each tale more thrilling than the last. Lucas listened with rapt attention, his eyes widening with each dramatic twist. He felt a deep sense of connection, like he was part of a legacy that stretched back generations. Hours passed without a single bite. Lucas began to feel the sting of disappointment. He looked up at Grandpa Joe, who flashed him a reassuring smile. Patience, Lucas. Fishing isn't just about the catch, but the experience. Just when hope was slipping away, Lucas felt a sudden tug on his line. His heart raced as he struggled to reel it in. Grandpa Joe's hands were there, guiding him, and together they pulled out a massive, glistening fish. It was more magnificent than anything Lucas had imagined. You did it, Grandpa Joe cheered, wrapping him in a bear hug. As they drove back home, the fish safely stowed in a bucket of water, Lucas felt a sense of triumph. The day had been about far more than fishing. It had been about bonding, stories, and learning the priceless virtue of patience.
يعني يا جار أنا ملتزم معاك كل شهر بالإيجار وبدفع على الوقت وأنت عادي.
A fire station or police station offers a unique glimpse into the daily operations and responsibilities of first responders. First, visitors are often greeted by a guide who provides an overview of the services offered by the station and their significance to community safety. At a fire station, the tour typically begins in the garage area where fire trucks and ambulances are parked. Visitors can explore the various types of vehicles, each equipped with specialized tools for different emergencies. The guide may demonstrate how firefighters quickly don their gear when an alarm sounds, emphasizing the importance of speed and efficiency. Personal protective equipment and other gear are often on display, and the guide explains their roles in ensuring firefighter safety. Moving on, visitors might see the living quarters where firefighters stay during their shifts, including kitchens, bunk rooms, and common areas. This part highlights the sense of camaraderie and readiness that characterizes fire station life. Some tours also include a visit to the training facilities where firefighters practice their skills and engage in scenarios that simulate real-life emergencies. At a police station, the tour often begins at the reception area. Visitors are introduced to the different sections of the station, such as the detective department, the holding cells, and the evidence room. Guides explain the diverse roles within the police force, from patrol officers to specialized units like K-9 teams or SWAT. Participants might witness patrol cars and motorcycles, along with demonstrations of the equipment officers use, such as radios, body cameras, and forensic tools. A highlight of many police station tours is the communications center, where dispatchers handle emergency calls and coordinate responses with field officers. The guide often shares insights into how technology and human resources work together to maintain public safety. Additionally, visitors may see spaces used for community outreach programs, showcasing the station's role in building positive relationships with citizens.
It was the first warm weekend of spring, and barely able to contain his excitement, Max raced home from school. This was the weekend his parents had promised he could camp out in the backyard. Max lugged his small blue tent, his sleeping bag, and a flashlight out the back door, heading toward the giant oak tree that marked his favorite spot in the yard. He was an adventurous boy with an untamed mop of curly hair, a vivid imagination, and a knack for turning the mundane into the magical. As he pitched his tent, Max could hear the sounds of the neighborhood settling into their evening routines. The distant hum of a lawnmower, the bark of a dog, and the chatter of his friends playing next door created a soundtrack of suburban serenity. Evening turned to night, and with it, the sky transformed into a canvas of twinkling stars. Max zipped up his tent and lay on his back, staring at the ceiling fabric illuminated by the beam of his flashlight. "I'm a brave explorer on a jungle expedition," he whispered to himself. "And, oh, wait, I'm an astronaut on another planet." With a grin, he rolled over and grabbed his toy laser blaster from his bag, aiming it at shadows that danced on the tent walls like alien creatures. Suddenly, A rustling sound outside brought Max back to reality. He froze, clutching his blaster tighter. The rustling grew louder, and Max's heart pounded in his chest. It's just the wind, he told himself, but the sound persisted. Mustering his courage, Max unzipped the tent flap and peeked outside. There, around the base of the oak tree, he saw movements in the bushes. It was a moment of truth. Would his adventure end in fear, or would he confront whatever was making the noise? Swallowing hard, Max crept out of the tent, his flashlight lighting the path ahead. As he approached the bushes, a small figure emerged. It was a raccoon, pawing at the ground, searching for food. Relief washed over Max, and he laughed at how frightened he had been. The raccoon took little notice of him and continued its search. Max watched for a moment before returning to his tent, feeling braver than ever. I did it, he whispered to himself as he crawled back into his sleeping bag. I'm a real adventurer. Before long, Max drifted into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of far-off galaxies and uncharted jungles, knowing that sometimes the greatest adventures happen right in your own backyard.
The town of Meadowville was buzzing with excitement as the annual bike parade approached. This year, the theme was harmony in colors, and everyone was thrilled to showcase their decorated bikes and creative outfits. The key organizer, a spirited woman named Clara, had been planning this event for months. She was known throughout the town for her boundless energy and her knack for bringing people together. Clara's bike was a masterpiece of bright colors and intricate patterns, embodying the theme perfectly. On the morning of the parade, the town square was a hive of activity. Families, friends, and solo riders arrived with bikes adorned with streamers, balloons, and artful designs. Timmy, a young boy with a passion for dinosaurs, had transformed his bike into a roaring T-Rex. Maria, the local artist, had painted hers with a mesmerizing sunset that seemed to glow. Clara kicked off the event with a warm welcome and a few words about community and creativity. As the parade began, the streets filled with laughter, music, and the ringing of bike bells. The route wound through the scenic parts of the town, highlighting Meadowville's natural beauty. There was a friendly competition for Best Decorated Bike, Most Creative Theme, and Best Group Presentation. Judges, including the town's mayor, assessed the participants with joyful enthusiasm. As the parade reached its climax at the town park, everyone gathered for a community picnic. There were booths with food, games for kids, and live music. The winners of the competition were announced. Timmy won Most Creative Theme. Maria received Best Decorated Bike. And a group of high school friends who had created a synchronized dance routine on their bikes claimed Best Group Presentation. The parade ended on a high note with fireworks lighting up the evening sky, leaving the townspeople with hearts full of joy and a sense of togetherness. The Grand Bike Parade was not just an event. It was a celebration of Meadowville's spirit, bringing harmony and color into everyone's life.
Building an igloo, a traditional snow house, requires methodical steps and a bit of practice. Ideal snow for an igloo is hard-packed and dry. First, locate a flat area free of any vegetal debris. Use a snow saw or a knife to cut out blocks of snow, making each block approximately 30 inches long, 15 inches tall, and 8 inches thick. These dimensions can vary slightly based on needs. Begin laying the blocks in a circular formation, tilting them inward slightly to form a stable base. Complete the first layer to create a foundation. As you continue upward, gradually angle the blocks inward more for the dome shape. Use snow as mortar to fill gaps between the blocks. The key to a strong structure is a gradual inward tilt that leads to a closing top. After placing the final block, carve an entrance through the wall, making it large enough to pass through but small enough to retain warmth inside. You may also dig out a pit inside the entrance to serve as a cold trap. Smooth and patch any interior gaps with loose snow to prevent drafts. Traditional igloos use clear ice or a piece of thin, solid snow for a window. Placing a small air vent is also crucial to allow for safe air circulation inside. With careful planning and patience, building an igloo can be a rewarding experience, providing surprisingly solid shelter from harsh winter conditions.
On a calm and sunny afternoon by the old Oakville pond, Sam and Emily found themselves immersing in one of their favorite pastimes, conducting whimsical experiments. Sam, with his wiry frame and perpetually curious demeanor, had brought along a collection of random objects. Emily, meticulous and ever analytical, was excited for the challenge ahead. Today's endeavor had a simple yet oddly intriguing question at its core: will it float? They laid out various items: a wooden spoon, a rubber duck, a metal spoon, a plastic bottle, and a stone. First up was the wooden spoon. Sam held his breath as he gently placed it onto the water's surface. It bobbed gracefully. "Floats," he exclaimed with a wide grin. Emily jotted down notes in her little science journal, detailing the observation. Next was the rubber duck. Without much suspense, it floated cheerfully, riding the tiny ripples between the reeds. Emily couldn't help but laugh, imagining the duck in an actual bathtub. "Another floater," Sam shouted gleefully. Now came the turn of the metal spoon. Both leaned in closer as Sam dropped it in. With a satisfying plunk, it disappeared beneath the surface, joining the depths of the murky pond. "Sinker," Emily declared, scribbling away. The plastic bottle was a predictable floater, bobbing lightly, mocking the seriousness of their experiment. Finally, they arrived at the stone. It was smooth and gray, with an almost imperceptible sheen.
The rain had turned the entire schoolyard into a slippery threat, but to the children it was an invitation. The central feature of their spontaneous playground was the old wooden balance beam. Today it glistened under the steady drizzle, curves and dents exaggerated by the wetness. Joey was the first to suggest the challenge, crossing the beam from end to end without falling. He was known for his ideas, both brilliant and ridiculously dangerous. A daredevil in every sense, his curly hair and wide grin were as much trademarks of his personality as his audacity. Next came Sarah, the planner of the group. She always considered all the contingencies, even in this case, making sure they had a soft landing spot prepared. Several layers of jackets and sweaters borrowed from unsuspecting classmates. The third member of their band was Max, the quiet thinker. He usually refrained from these wild ideas but always had a trick up his sleeve. Today, he seemed particularly contemplative, observing every child's attempt with eagle-eyed attention. Jen, the last to join, was every bit a skeptic. Her cautious nature made her the least likely to try such feats, yet she stayed out of camaraderie and to call for help if anything went wrong. One by one, the children gave it a go. Joey sprinted and, unsurprisingly, flew off the beam, landing in the soft pile of clothes and laughing hysterically. Sarah was more methodical, inching her way carefully but still found herself on the wet ground before reaching halfway. Max had a secret trick, though: his shoes. They had rubber soles, gripping better than others. With delicate precision, he managed to cross 3/4 of the beam before a sudden gust of wind sealed his fate, toppling him off balance. Then it was Jen's turn. She hesitated but finally stepped onto the wet beam, knees shaking, eyes fixed forward. Her skepticism told her she would fall, but something else, a fleeting sense of what if, compelled her to try. One slow step after another she advanced. Max, Joey, and Sarah watched in bated breath. Even if she fell, she was already proving them wrong. Inch by inch she shuffled along. And then, against odds and expectations, she made it to the end. Cheers erupted as she stood there, rain soaking her but victorious. For once, even the most cautious among them had dared the impossible. and that made it all the more worth it.
I had always loved art, but it wasn't until one sweltering summer day that she discovered her new favorite medium, ice pops. It began on an afternoon when the air was thick with heat and the sun seemed to have no intention of relenting. Her younger brother, Max, had left a rainbow-colored ice pop melting on the kitchen counter, creating a vibrant puddle of liquid sugar. That's when inspiration struck. What if she could use the melting ice pops as paint? In an instant, Lila ran to the freezer and pulled out an assortment of ice pops in every imaginable color. She laid down a large sheet of thick white paper on the wooden deck outside and started experimenting. She held a red ice pop and let a drop fall onto the paper, watching as it soaked in and bled outwards. She started swirling it around, mixing in yellow and blue, creating shades of purple and green. It was like watching a watercolor painting come to life in an entirely unexpected way. Her brother, Max, noticed and ran over, fascinated. He quickly grabbed a few ice pops and joined in. They spent the afternoon in a colorful frenzy, their fingers sticky but their spirits high. The heat that had seemed unbearable became a distant concern as they lost themselves in their impromptu art project. Soon, the whole deck was adorned with their vibrant creations. Their mother, initially baffled by the mess, couldn't help but smile at their ingenuity. She took pictures and sent them to family and friends, who responded with nothing but awe. Lila and Max had inadvertently started a mini trend. Neighbors dropped by to see the colorful artworks and some were inspired to try it with their own kids. Local craft stores even began offering DIY ice pop painting kits.
In a small town nestled by the hills, there lived an artist named Clara who found solace in every brushstroke and color. One day, while rummaging through her old attic, she stumbled upon a dusty wooden box. Inside, she discovered a peculiar set of chalks. Unlike any she had seen before, these chalks had a shimmering quality and were labeled as watercolor chalk. Intrigued, Clara decided to use them in her next piece. She set up her easel near the large window that overlooked the lush garden, dipped the chalk into a bowl of water, and began to draw. To her amazement, the colors blended seamlessly, creating a dreamlike quality on the canvas. Each stroke brought the picture to life in ways she had never imagined, as if the chalks contained a piece of magic. News of her unique art spread through the town like wildfire, and soon, people from nearby villages came to see the artist who painted with enchanted chalks. Clara's gallery filled with visitors, each one enchanted by the vibrant, ethereal scene she created. However, as Clara continued to use the chalks, she noticed that each piece seemed to capture more than just a moment. They began to reveal snippets of her own dreams and memories. One painting showed a beautiful meadow she had visited as a child. Another portrayed her late grandmother's smile. Clara realized the chalks were not ordinary art supplies, but were somehow connected to her very soul. As time went on, Clara became more selective about how she used the chalks. She painted only when she felt deeply moved, ensuring each piece held a fragment of her heart and soul. Though the mysterious set of watercolor chalks eventually wore down, the legacy of Clara's art lived on. Her pieces became timeless treasures, each imbued with the spirit of the artist's inner world. Clara's story became a local legend, a testament to the extraordinary power of art and the magic that can be found in the most unexpected places.
On a sunny afternoon, siblings Emma and Jake were eager to find a way to beat the summer heat. After a quick brainstorm, Jake proposed they create their very own DIY slip and slide in their backyard. Excited by the idea, they gathered all the necessary materials, a large plastic tarp, a hose, and a bottle of liquid soap. Working together, they spread the tarp across the lawn, ensuring it was smooth and free of wrinkles. Emma secured one end of the tarp with heavy rocks, while Jake connected the hose and began to spray water across the surface. To make the slide extra slippery, Emma poured generous amounts of liquid soap along the length of the tarp. Once everything was set, they took turns running and sliding down the tarp, laughing and cheering each other on. The cool water and the thrill of the slide provided the perfect remedy for the sweltering summer heat. As the sun began to set, they collapsed on the lawn, drenched and exhausted but filled with joy. Their DIY slip and slide had turned an ordinary afternoon into an unforgettable adventure.
It was a chilly autumn morning in Pine Ridge, a town nestled between dense forests and rolling hills. The old gas station, located at the only intersection of Main Street, had seen better days. Faded paint peeled off the walls, and the ancient gas pumps groaned every time they were coaxed into action. Charlie, the station's owner, was a tall, thin man in his early 60s with a grizzled beard and an ever-present baseball cap. Charlie was filling up coffee from a dented pot when a cherry-red convertible pulled up. The driver, a young woman with bright blue eyes and a cascade of auburn hair, stepped out. She glanced around, puzzled by the lack of automated pumps and the general state of disrepair. "Morning," Charlie greeted her, his voice rough but kind. "Fill her up?" She nodded. "Yes, please. Can you also check the oil and water? I'm on a long trip, and I want to make sure everything's in order." Charlie moved swiftly, his practiced hands making light work of the tasks. "Where you headed?" he asked, not so much out of curiosity, but to fill the silence. "Just needed to get away from the city," she replied, a hint of weariness in her voice. "Thought I'd take a road trip to clear my mind." Charlie nodded in understanding. He had seen many travelers pass through Pine Ridge over the years. Their stories varied, but the essence was often the same. "Everyone needs a break now and then," he remarked, wiping his hands on a rag. "There you go. Oil and water topped up. Should be good for another few hundred miles." She smiled in gratitude, extracting a few dollars from her wallet to pay for the gas. "Thank you. It's rare to find full service these days." Charlie chuckled. "Yeah, it's a bit of a dying art, but it's how we do things around here." She got back into her car, the engine purring to life. "Safe travels," Charlie said as he watched her drive away, the convertible disappearing over the hill.
في مليون طريقة نقضي بها وقتنا، أوقاتنا اللي نتنافس فيها على مين بيضحك.
There was once a bustling city known for its innovation and quirky inventions. Among its multitude of attractions was the human car wash, an eccentric yet wildly popular establishment. It wasn't your everyday spa or relaxation center, but rather a place where people came to experience a unique kind of cleanliness and fun. Sarah, an adventurous young woman with a taste for novelty, decided to visit the human car wash on a whim. The building itself was an immense structure, with colorful lights and an inviting sign boasting a gleaming figure luxuriating in soap bubbles. Sarah walked in, her curiosity piqued. Inside, she was greeted by a friendly attendant named Max, who explained the process with a grin. "You'll go through a series of stages, just like a car wash, but designed for humans." Max's enthusiasm was infectious. The first stage was the pre-wash splash, where jets of warm water gently misted Sarah, making her smile. Next came the soft scrub, where rotating, foam-covered brushes caressed her skin. The sensation was oddly soothing, and the citrusy scent of the soap was invigorating. The rinse cycle followed, with cascading waterfalls that washed away the foam,
leaving her feeling refreshed. Sarah laughed as she moved to the wax and buff station, where she was enveloped in a warm mist of moisturizing lotion. The final stage, the blow-dry finish, featured powerful yet gentle air jets that left her skin soft and dry. As Sarah exited, she felt rejuvenated and couldn't help but giggle at the absurdity and joy of the experience. Outside, she bumped into Max again, who asked how she found it. "Amazing. It's like nothing I've ever done before," Sarah exclaimed. Max nodded knowingly. "That's what everyone says. Spread the word." Sarah couldn't wait to tell her friends about the human car wash. It wasn't just about getting clean, it was an adventure, a delightful escape from the mundane. The human car wash became a staple visit for both locals and tourists, proving that even the simplest activities can be transformed into memorable experiences with a bit of creativity and fun. When Jennifer received the email about the Freezy Tees contest, she was immediately intrigued. Freezy Tees, known for their quirky and creative t-shirt designs, was hosting a design competition where the winning entry would get their artwork featured on the next line of t-shirts. Additionally, the winner would receive a year's supply of Freezy Tees and a cash prize. Jennifer, a graphic designer, who had a knack for playful and imaginative designs, knew this contest was a great opportunity for her. She had always admired Freezy Tees' innovative approach, and thought this could be her chance to gain broader recognition in the design world. That evening, Jennifer discussed participating in the contest with her best friend, Mark. Mark, a talented illustrator himself, was genuinely excited by the idea and encouraged her to go for it. They brainstormed together, coming up with a list of potential design concepts that ranged from whimsical animals to abstract art. Mark suggested focusing on something that stood out and had a unique twist, as Freezy Tees were known for their originality. Over the next few days, Jennifer poured her heart into designing. She sketched countless ideas, continuously refining them until she was satisfied. Finally, she settled on a concept that combined elements of nature with a touch of surrealism. Her final design was a lively, colorful scene featuring fantastical creatures in a whimsical forest setting. Artwork complete, Jennifer submitted her entry with a sense of hopeful anticipation. Weeks passed, and she nearly forgot about the contest amidst her busy schedule. Then, one day, an email notification caught her eye. She had won.
A quiet summer afternoon in Suncrest Park took an unexpected turn when a group of kids armed with colorful sponge balls decided to declare an impromptu war. Noah, a fearless leader with a baseball cap and a mischievous grin, rallied his troops. Emma, a strategic genius with a knack for climbing trees. Lucas, the fastest runner in the neighborhood. And Mia, who had an uncanny ability to dodge any incoming projectile. Their adversaries were just as formidable. Sophie, whose aim was almost always on point. Ben, who could throw with surprising strength. Chloe, the master of surprise attacks. And Leo, the tactician who could devise traps out of anything available. As the sun began to dip, they drew their battle lines. The park's playground became a battlefield. Slides turned into lookout towers, benches into bunkers, and swings into escape routes. The initial volleys were exchanged with cheers and laughter echoing through the air. Noah and Emma climbed to a higher vantage point, showering sponge balls down on their opponents. Lucas darted between obstacles, his speed making him a difficult target, while Mia's dexterity kept her almost untouched. On the other side, Sophie's precision paid off as she took careful aim, hitting her targets one after another. Ben's strength meant that those who were unlucky enough to be in his line of fire felt the impact, while Chloe's sneakiness allowed her to get dangerously close to Noah's team. Leo, meanwhile, had set up a series of traps using buckets of water and carefully positioned sponge balls, creating mayhem. As dusk turned to twilight, the battle intensified. Noah and his team seemed to be gaining ground when Leo sprang his final trap. A cleverly concealed bucket swung down from a tree, dousing Emma and causing a temporary retreat. But instead of discouraging them, it only spurred them on. Amid the chaos and splashes, what was initially an afternoon game became a full-fledged epic. Just as the park lights flickered on, signaling the end of the day's play, a truce was soundly declared. Laughing and drenched, they all shook hands, already planning the rematch for that weekend. With the sponge balls soaked and the battlefield left in peace, Suncrest Park settled back into its usual calm. But the bonds forged and the memories created would last much longer than the summer sun.
موقع الويب الاحترافي مهم لتحقيق النجاح في العالم الرقمي. ائتمن استضافة موقعك لدى جودادي مضيف الويب الأول في العالم. الآن مع دومين مجاني وشهادة SSL في الخطط السنوية. اطلع على المزيد لدى جودادي.
It was a sunny Saturday morning when Max, an energetic Jack Russell Terrier, woke up brimming with his usual zest for life. His floppy ears perked up as he heard the familiar squeak of his favorite toy being tossed around downstairs. With a burst of excitement, Max bounded out of his dog bed and dashed towards the living room, his paws skidding slightly on the polished wooden floor. In the living room, his best friend Julie, a vivacious 10-year-old girl with an unruly mane of curly hair, was getting ready. Julie had always been an enthusiastic supporter of Max's spirited antics. Today was the day of the annual neighborhood agility competition, and Max was one of the star participants. Max trotted over to Julie, who grinned and ruffled his fur. "Ready to win, Max?" Julie asked, her eyes twinkling with excitement. Max responded with an enthusiastic bark and a wag of his tail. As they arrived at the park, the atmosphere buzzed with energy. Colorful tents lined the grassy field, and excited dogs of all breeds were warming up with their owners. The agility course was a marvel of jumps, tunnels, weave poles, and seesaws. Max observed the course with keen interest, his tail wagging furiously. The competition began, and Max watched the other dogs with keen eyes, analyzing their techniques. Finally, it was his turn. Julie crouched next to him at the starting line, whispering words of encouragement.
Creating an ice mold can be a fun and practical project, perfect for cooling drinks with a unique touch. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to make your own custom ice molds at home using simple materials. Step 1. Gather your materials. You will need water, a mold, such as silicone molds typically used for baking or candy making, and any extra items you want to encase in the ice, such as fruits, herbs, or even small plastic toys if you're aiming for a fun twist. Step 2. Clean the molds before you start. Ensure that your molds are clean and dry. This is essential to ensure that your ice cubes are hygienic and clear of any unwanted residues. Step 3. Fill the molds. Pour boiled and cooled water into the molds. Boiled water tends to freeze clearer than tap water. Fill each cavity of the mold to your desired level. If you're adding additional items like herbs or fruits, place them in the water-filled molds. Be cautious not to overfill them. Step 4. Freeze. Place the filled molds in the freezer. Depending on the size of your molds and the temperature of your freezer, this can take anywhere from several hours to overnight. Make sure the molds are placed on a flat surface to prevent spills and uneven freezing. Step 5. Remove the ice. Once the ice is fully frozen, carefully remove the molds from the freezer. Gently twist or press on the molds to release the ice cubes. If they are stuck, you can run some warm water on the outside of the mold to loosen the ice. Step 6. Store or use immediately. If you're not using the ice cubes right away, transfer them to a freezer-safe container or bag to keep them from picking up any freezer odors. Use the ice cubes to cool your drinks, or as a decorative touch for your beverages at parties. And there you have it, a simple and creative way to make custom ice molds at home. Experiment with different shapes, colors, and encased items to make your ice cubes truly unique.
In the heart of a sun-drenched summer, the neighborhood kids were getting restless. Bicycles, skateboards, and endless hours under the sprinkler had lost their luster. That was when Emma, with her knack for inventiveness, had an idea that could only be born from the mind of a child desperate for excitement: water balloon piñatas. The concept was simple and inviting. Instead of candy-stuffed papier-mâché, they'd use water balloons. They'd string them up in the big oak tree at the end of the cul-de-sac, forming a colorful array of potential mayhem. Each child contributed what they could. Jack sneaked supplies from his dad's stash of balloons while Mia raided her garage for string and clothespins. By late afternoon, their makeshift contraption was a sight to behold. Brightly colored balloons swayed gently in the breeze, suspended above a patch of grass that promised the wettest of landings. The rules were simple. One by one, the kids would be blindfolded, handed a stick, and given 3 swings. The first to burst a balloon would not only be drenched but also crowned the king or queen of summer fun. The kids drew names from a hat, and fate chose Lucas to go first. He donned the blindfold and took a few tentative steps towards the dangling targets, guided by the encouraging shouts of his friends. 1 swing miss, 2 swings, still nothing. On the 3rd swing, there was a satisfying pop, followed by laughter and the inevitable splash. Lucas stood in the middle, dripping and triumphant, the first victim of the water balloon piñatas. The game went on, each child taking a turn, each pop and splash adding to the crescendo of joy that filled the neighborhood. For that afternoon, at least, summer felt endless and full of simple, unadulterated happiness. Emma watched it all with a sense of accomplishment, knowing she created a memory that they would all carry, as fleeting as summer, but just as warm and spectacular.
Salem, New Jersey, a small town often overlooked, holds a repository of both historical significance and urban myths that swirl through its streets. Among its notable landmarks is the Old Salem County Courthouse, built in 1735, the oldest active courthouse in New Jersey. Its red brick walls stand as a testament to the town's colonial past and a reminder of its endurance through centuries of change. The stories say that at night, the distant echo of past trials can still be heard in its halls. Just a short walk away is the Salem Oak, an ancient tree that has been standing for nearly 600 years. Local legend says that it was under this massive oak that John Fenwick signed a treaty with the Lenape tribe. The branches of the Salem oak have witnessed countless seasons and events, stretching across time as it continues to grow quietly in the bustling town. The people of Salem carry these stories with pride, aware that their small town is a living piece of history. They blend their day-to-day routines with a reverence for the past, often sharing tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that add a shimmer of mystery to this charming locale. For instance, residents often speak of the mysterious lady in white, who is said to wander the streets at dusk, looking for her lost love who perished in a long-forgotten maritime disaster. A passerby might catch a fleeting glimpse of her, leading to a shiver down the spine. While modernity has found its way into Salem, with bustling markets and new infrastructures, the town has balanced progress with preservation. The juxtaposition of old and new creates a unique charm that makes Salem, New Jersey, much more than just a dot on the map. It's a place where history lives on with contemporary life, where every brick, every tree, and every whisper of the wind tells a story.
Sam wheeled onto the court, his heart racing with a mix of excitement and nerves. As the captain of the local wheelchair basketball team, he felt both a sense of pride and responsibility. Sam's team, the Raptors, had come a long way from their humble beginnings. They had trained tirelessly for this tournament, and now they were just one game away from the finals. Sarah, Sam's best friend and teammate, rolled up beside him, her determination palpable. "Ready to show them what we've got?" she asked with a smile. Sam nodded, knowing that their synergy on the court would be crucial for victory. The game started with a flurry of activity. The opposing team, the Hawks, were known for their aggressive defense. Sam passed the ball to Mike, their quickest player, who deftly maneuvered through the Hawks players. Mike threw a perfect pass to Sarah, who was in position to score. With a swift, accurate shot, the ball sailed through the hoop, earning the Raptors their first points. The crowd erupted in cheers. As the game progressed, the Raptors maintained a slim lead. The Hawks fought back fiercely, but Sam's team was prepared. The hours of practice drills paid off as they executed their strategies flawlessly. Sam's leadership was evident as he called out plays and encouraged his teammates. With only minutes left on the clock, the score was tied. Sarah was fouled, and she was awarded 2 free throws. The arena fell silent as she prepared for her shots. She took a deep breath and let the ball fly. The first shot went in smoothly. The tension was palpable as she lined up for the second shot. The ball hit the rim and bounced. Sam was quick to react, grabbing the rebound and scoring a layup in one fluid motion. The Raptors were ahead by 3 points with seconds to go. The Hawks made one last desperate attempt to tie the game, but their final shot missed. The buzzer sounded, and the Raptors had won. The team erupted in celebration. Sam felt a rush of exhilaration. The journey had been challenging, but moments like this made all the hard work worth it. Sam and Sarah exchanged a high five. They were already thinking about their strategy for the finals. They had proven that with teamwork, determination, and a passion for the game, anything was possible.
Emma had always been a fighter. Born with a congenital impairment that limited the use of her legs, she spent most of her childhood in hospitals. Yet, she never let her condition define her spirit or ambitions. One memorable summer, she discovered the world of sports for people with disabilities. She was particularly enchanted by the Paralympic Games. The level of skill, determination, and camaraderie among the athletes inspired her to take up wheelchair racing. Years of dedication saw Emma rise through the ranks, training tirelessly, often at dawn, under the watchful eye of her coach, Mr. Lawson. Mr. Lawson was a retired Paralympian himself, and his guidance was both tough and compassionate. He understood the mental and physical struggles Emma went through, and he pushed her to her limits while ensuring she took care of her health. When Emma qualified for her first international competition, the joy and pride she felt were unparalleled. Competing on the world stage was a dream come true, but it was also a crucible. She faced formidable opponents, each with their own incredible stories of resilience. During the final race, Emma found herself neck and neck with another racer, a seasoned Paralympic champion named Lucia. The crowd's energy was electrifying. As they approached the finish line, a split-second decision made all the difference. Emma leaned forward, gave it her all, and in that moment, every ounce of her determination paid off. She crossed the line, just milliseconds ahead of Lucia. The gold medal was hers. As she held the medal in her hands, tears of joy streamed down her face. She thought of all the challenges she had overcome, each hospital visit, every grueling training session, and the doubts she had conquered. Emma's victory was not just a personal achievement, it was a beacon of hope and inspiration for countless others facing their own battles. Her journey was a testament to the power of perseverance, showing that with passion and determination, anything is possible.
Madrid and Valladolid clashed in an intense La Liga fixture that kept fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The match took place at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, one of the most iconic venues in world football. Both teams were determined to claim victory, but for different reasons. Real Madrid aimed to strengthen their position at the top of the table, while Valladolid hoped to secure valuable points to avoid relegation. From the first whistle, the intensity of the match was palpable. Real Madrid, with their star-studded lineup, dominated possession and created several early chances. Karim Benzema was particularly lively, his deft touches and clever movement causing constant problems for the Valladolid defense. Despite the early pressure, Valladolid's goalkeeper made a series of impressive saves to keep the score level. The breakthrough came in the 33rd minute when Vinicius Jr. delivered a perfect cross into the box, which Benzema met with a powerful header to give Real Madrid the lead. The home fans erupted in celebration, but the players knew that the job was far from done. Valladolid responded with a spirited counterattack, testing Real Madrid's defensive resolve. The second half began much like the first, with Real Madrid in control and Valladolid looking for opportunities on the break. Luka Modric and Toni Kroos orchestrated the midfield with their usual brilliance, dictating the tempo and ensuring that their team remained on the front foot. However, Valladolid's resilience paid off in the 65th minute when a well-executed set piece resulted in an equalizing goal. Enes Unal rose highest to nod the ball past Thibaut Courtois, silencing the Bernabéu. The match was now finally poised, and both teams knew that one more goal could decide the outcome. Real Madrid, undeterred by the setback, continued to press forward.
In the bustling city of Lumios, a young EV named Ella lived with her trainer, Maya. Ella was not like other EVs. She was curious and adventurous, always eager to explore the world beyond her cozy home. Maya adored Ella and knew that one day, Ella would have to choose an evolution path. But Ella couldn't decide. Each evolution had its distinct allure. One sunny morning while Maya was at school, Ella noticed a peculiar glow emanating from the forest outside the city. Her curiosity piqued, Ella darted into the trees, following the strange light. As she ventured deeper, she encountered various Pokemon, each representing the different potential evolutions she could undergo. From the majestic Vaporeon swimming in the crystal-clear lake to the graceful Espion meditating in a serene grove. Each evolution Ella met had a story to share, highlighting the strengths and challenges of their forms. Ella was particularly drawn to Umbreon, who spoke of the mysteries of the night and the power of the moon. As night fell, Ella found herself at a crossroads, quite literally. The path diverged into 8 different trails, each leading to a stone representing one of her possible evolutions. At that moment, Maya appeared, having followed Ella's trail with the help of her other Pokemon. She gently picked up Ella and whispered, "It's your choice, Ella. I'll support you no matter what you decide." Inspired by the stories and the trust Maya placed in her, Ella approached the stones. Listening to her heart, she touched the moonstone, and in a burst of light, she transformed into a breathtakingly elegant Umbreon. Nastia was an adventurous girl of 12, her eyes always curious about the world around her. Her father, Alex, was a seasoned travel writer, often away from home on assignments. One summer, he decided to bring Nastia along on a year-long journey around the globe, promising her the adventure of a lifetime. They started their trip in Japan, where the cherry blossoms were in full bloom, the pink petals floating like whispers of nature's beauty. Nastia marveled at the serene tea ceremonies, the intricacies of calligraphy, and even tried her hand at making sushi, much to her delight and the local chef's amusement. After Japan, they flew to Kenya. The vast savannas seemed endless as they embarked on a safari. Nastia's eyes sparkled as she saw lions lounging under acacia trees, elephants marching in resplendent herds, and giraffes gracefully nibbling on the highest leaves. Alex taught her about the Maasai culture, and they even got to visit a Maasai village, dancing along with the locals during a festival. Their journey next took them to the bustling streets of Rome. Here, history seemed to breathe through every cobblestone street in ancient ruin. Nastia was awestruck by the grandeur of the Colosseum, the artistry of the Sistine Chapel, and the timeless beauty of the Trevi Fountain. She and her father would walk for hours, Alex narrating stories of gladiators, Roman emperors, and Renaissance artists. In Peru, Nastia had her first trek in the Andes. The Inca Trail led them to the magnificent Machu Picchu, a sight that left both of them speechless. They spent the night under the starry sky, Alex explaining the constellations and the ancient myths associated with them. Finally, their journey took them to New Zealand. The breathtaking landscape seemed straight out of a fantasy book. Rolling green hills, majestic mountain ranges, and serene beaches. They hiked through the Fiordland National Park and kayaked in the crystal-clear waters of Abel Tasman National Park. As the year drew to a close, Nastia and Alex reflected on their incredible journey. They had not just seen the world, they had learned from it, grown together, and created memories that would last a lifetime. What was your favorite place? Alex asked one evening. Nastia thought for a moment, then smiled. Everywhere with you, Dad. In a vibrant woodland, the magical creatures known as poyos dwelled peacefully. These poyos were not just ordinary beings. They encapsulated the spirit of ancient storytellers. Every poyo held a key to a once-forgotten story, locked away in the annals of time. One sunny morning, young Pippin the poyo woke with a start. The sparkling brook, usually filled with harmony, had grown murky. The tales woven by the elders began to fade from memory, and the once clear narrative of the poyo world started to unravel. Pippin, with an inquisitive heart and determined spirit, set out on an adventure to restore the stories. Along his journey, he met Lena, a wise yet quirky owl who had seen countless generations of poyos come and go. Lena fluttered from branch to branch, her eyes gleaming with knowledge. At first, Lena was reluctant to help the young Poyo, citing the dangers and the unknown paths that lay ahead. But Pippin's earnest plea melted her hesitance. Lena revealed that the key to restoring the lost stories lay in the enchanted Cave of Echoes, deep within the Forbidden Forest. Together, they ventured into the depths of the forest, facing various trials. They crossed the Whispering Swamp, where voices of old tales whispered caution and encouragement. They navigated the labyrinth of forgotten paths, keeping their wits sharp and spirits unwavering. Finally, they stood before the Cave of Echoes, a dim and forbidding entrance. Inside, an ethereal glow emanated, casting dancing shadows on the cave walls. They discovered ancient scrolls and tablets, bearing the essence of every tale ever told. But as they began to gather the artifacts, a mischievous spirit known as Skryl appeared. Skryl, drawn to Pippin's pure intent, offered a challenge. If they could recount a lost story correctly, he would let them take the treasures without hindrance. Pippin's heart raced, but Lena whispered to him a nearly forgotten story about the first Poyo. With unwavering conviction, Pippin narrated the tale. Skryl listened intently, his mischievous demeanor softening. As Pippin finished, the spirit nodded in approval and faded away. With the treasures in hand, Pippin and Lena returned to their village. The stories, now whole, flowed through the community, bringing back the harmony that had been lost. The brook sparkled anew, and the Poyo world thrived once more. Pippin was hailed as a hero, a true keeper of tales, ensuring that the legacy of the Poyos would continue to echo through the ages.
Rhino Hero Jr. was not your average rhino. He had a superhero costume complete with a flowing red cape and a mask to hide his true identity. Every day after school, Rhino Hero Jr. would rush to his secret hideout behind the playground to check for any signs of trouble in the animal kingdom. He was determined to follow in the footsteps of his father, Rhino Hero Sr., who was renowned for his bravery and strength. One bright afternoon, Rhino Hero Jr. noticed something unusual. Squeaky the mouse was frantically running in circles by the pond. Rhino Hero Jr. approached and asked, "What's wrong, Squeaky?" With tearful eyes, Squeaky replied, "My family is trapped in a cage at the far end of the forest. A mean ferret locked them up." Determined to help, Rhino Hero Jr. set off toward the forest without a second thought. Along the way, he met Hoppy the Frog, who offered to guide him through the dense forest trails. Together, they navigated the twisted paths and perilous streams. As they arrived at the far end of the forest, they spotted the ferret patrolling near the cage. Rhino Hero Jr. devised a plan. Using his strength, he would distract the ferret, while Hoppy would sneak around and open the cage. "Be brave," Rhino Hero Jr. whispered to himself. Charging forward, he let out a loud roar to grab the ferret's attention. The ferret, startled, turned to face the brave Rhino. Rhino Hero Jr. and the ferret engaged in a fierce struggle, but his training and determination gave him the upper hand. Meanwhile, Hoppy carefully hopped to the cage and worked the latch. The cage door swung open, and Squeaky's family scurried out, relieved and overjoyed. Seeing that the mission was successful, Rhino Hero Jr. released the ferret and warned him sternly to never harm another innocent creature. Exhausted but happy, Rhino Hero Jr. and Hoppy led Squeaky's family back to safety. The news of his heroic deed spread quickly through the animal kingdom, and Rhino Hero Jr. earned respect and admiration from all. He learned that true heroism comes from courage, compassion, and the willingness to help others in need, no matter how big or small the task. Every evening, he would return to his secret hideout, ready to face whatever challenge came next, proud to carry on his father's legacy.
In a lush, green village known as Havenwood, a tight-knit group of animal friends lived in harmony. Among them were Buster, a wise old tortoise, Aaliyah, an adventurous fox, Luna, a nurturing rabbit, and Pip, a mischievous squirrel. These friends spent their days exploring the woods, sharing stories, and taking care of their beautiful home. One day, while they were playing near the ancient willow tree in the heart of the village, Aaliyah noticed something glimmering among the roots. She called her friends over and, together, they unearthed an old, ornate key. Buster, with his vast knowledge, recognized it immediately. This key, he said, belonged to the legendary whispering chest, rumored to grant one wish. The group decided to find the chest, embarking on an exciting adventure. They ventured through the enchanted forest, crossed the crystal lake, and climbed the misty mountains. Along the way, they encountered various challenges, cunning riddles posed by an owl, a maze of thorny bushes, and a swift river that seemed impossible to cross. With teamwork, courage, and a bit of humor from Pip, they overcame each obstacle. Finally, they reached a secluded cave beneath the mountains where the whispering chest lay hidden. As they inserted the key, the chest creaked open to reveal a parchment. The inscription read, "To grant your wish, you must first wish for the good of others." After much thought, Luna voiced their collective desire for their village, Havenwood, to be eternally protected and prosperous. The chest glowed, and a warm breeze swept through the cave, carrying whispers of gratitude.
Floating island, there lived a group of daring heroes known as the Fortnights. These weren't ordinary heroes, they had unique abilities and possessed colorful and quirky outfits. Each day on this island was an adventure, filled with surprise, mystery, and the occasional burst of danger. One sunny morning, the Fortnights received an urgent message from their leader, the Sentinel. The Sentinel, a wise guy with shiny armor and glowing blue eyes, announced that a powerful storm was approaching the island and it was up to the Fortnights to save their home. The team quickly assembled and prepared for the mission. First in line was Speedster, a fast and agile hero always ready to race into action. Beside Speedster stood Blaze, a fiery character with flame-colored hair and the ability to control fire. Next was Shadow, a mysterious figure who could become invisible and move without a sound. Last but not least was Constructor, a brilliant engineer who could build anything from towering forts to speedy vehicles. Using their unique talents, the team set out to face the storm. Speedster raced against time, delivering supplies and reinforcing walls. Blaze used her fire to warm freezing villagers. Shadow sneaked into dangerous areas to gather important information and resources. Constructor built sturdy shelters and vehicles to help everyone escape the wild weather. As the storm approached, the Fortnights noticed something peculiar. The storm wasn't natural, it was created by an evil villain named Tempest. Tempest aimed to take over the floating island and trap the Fortnights in an eternal storm. With a plan in mind, they decided to confront Tempest directly. At the peak of the island's highest mountain, they found Tempest gazing over his swirling creation. Together, they fought bravely. Speedster darted around Tempest, distracting him while Blaze threw fireballs to weaken his powers. Shadow used his invisibility to strike at the right moments while Constructor built a machine to drain Tempest's storm energy. After a fierce battle, the Fortnights' combined efforts defeated Tempest and the storm began to fade away. The floating island was safe once more. The Fortnights were hailed as heroes, having saved their home from a terrifying fate. As they celebrated their victory, the sentinel reminded them that their strength came from their unity and the trust they placed in each other. The floating island thrived, with its inhabitants filled with hope and excitement for new adventures. And so, the Fortnights continued to protect their magical home, ready for whatever challenges came their way. They knew that as long as they had each other, no storm or villain could stand in their way.
Once upon a time in the pixelated world of Minecraft, a little character named Alex pranced through the lush, blocky forest. Alex had fiery red hair and big, curious eyes that twinkled with excitement. With a wooden pickaxe in hand, she was on a mission to find the enchanted diamond that everyone talked about. This diamond wasn't just any diamond. It was said to have magical powers that could make trees dance and oceans sing. Alex's best friend, a floppy-eared wolf named Montgomery, wagged his tail enthusiastically and followed her every step of the way. Together, they ventured through the thick forests, climbed steep mountains, and crossed bubbling streams. The world of Minecraft was full of wonders, and Alex was determined to uncover them all. One sunny morning, Alex and Montgomery arrived at a vast, dark cavern. The entrance was covered in thick vines and eerie shadows danced on the walls. "This must be the place," Alex whispered, her heart pounding with anticipation. Unbeknownst to them, a mischievous Enderman named Zark watched them from the darkness. Zark was known for his trickery and loved to play pranks on adventurers. As Alex and Montgomery delved deeper into the cavern, they faced various obstacles. They navigated through puzzling mazes of cobblestone, leaped over pools of bubbling lava, and dodged flocks of screeching bats. Montgomery's keen sense of smell and sharp instincts proved invaluable, guiding them through the cavern's many challenges. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to shake. "What's happening?" Alex exclaimed, grabbing onto Montgomery for balance. From the shadows emerged Zark, his eyes glowing with mischief. "Looking for this?" Zark taunted, holding up the enchanted diamond. "You'll have to catch me first." With that, he sprinted deeper into the cave, his laughter echoing in the walls. Alex and Montgomery chased after Zark with all their might. The cavern twisted and turned, but Alex's determination never wavered. Montgomery barked wildly, spurring Alex on. Finally, they cornered Zark against a wall of glowing emerald blocks. "You win this time," Zark grumbled, reluctantly handing over the gleaming diamond before vanishing into the darkness.
What if I told you there's a quick way to relieve stress naturally? In the next few seconds, you'll learn a simple yet powerful technique to melt away your stress. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for 4 seconds. Now, exhale slowly. Repeat this process 5 times. Deep breathing reduces cortisol levels. It calms your nervous system. Feel the tension slipping away? This method is called diaphragmatic breathing. It's backed by science. You can do it anywhere, anytime. No equipment needed. Just your breath. Try it before an important meeting or when you're stuck in traffic. Feel the difference? Make deep breathing a daily habit. Watch your stress levels drop. Hit the like button if you found this useful. Have you ever wondered how top CEOs make decisions in seconds? In the next few seconds, you'll discover a secret technique used by successful leaders. Ever heard of the 2-minute rule?
Loved listening
It's simple,
to stories
but powerful.
about space
Start by
and
identifying the
dreamed of
problem,
exploring
then
the
break it down into
stars.
smaller parts. Focus on
One
each part
night
for
as
just
they
2 minutes.
gazed at
Ask
the
yourself,
twinkling
what's the
sky,
worst that could
a
happen?
bright,
Evaluate the risks
shimmering
quickly.
light.
Make your decision confidently. This method saves time and reduces overthinking. You'll be amazed at the clarity you gain. Quick decisions lead to faster results. Give it a try next time you face a tough decision. It's all about practicing and refining the skill. Hit the like button if you found this useful. Subscribe for more tips on mastering your life. Ever wished you could boost your creativity in just minutes? In the next few seconds, you'll discover quick hacks to fire up your creative brain. First, try the 5-minute brainstorming technique. Jot down all ideas, good or bad, without judgment. Next, change your environment. A new setting can spark fresh thoughts. Engage in a new hobby. Learn something different to widen your perspective. Take short, frequent breaks while working. It recharges your brain cells. Practice mind mapping for complex ideas. Visualize your thoughts in branches. Lastly, meditate daily. Even 10 minutes can clear mental clutter. Implement these tips and watch your creativity soar. Like what you see? Subscribe for more engaging tips. Hit the like button if you found this useful. Ever wondered how to get fit quickly while having fun? In the next few seconds, you'll learn the benefits of jump rope and why you should start today. Jumping rope burns more calories than jogging. It's great for your heart and improves coordination. 10 minutes of jump rope equals 30 minutes of running. You can do it anywhere, no gym needed. It's also fantastic for toning muscles. Start slow, aim for short sessions. Soon, you'll notice improved stamina. Worried about technique? Keep your feet close together. Jump lightly. Use wrists, not arms, to swing the rope. Got kids? They love it too, making it a fun family workout. See results fast with just 10 minutes a day. Give it a try and elevate your fitness game. Like what you see, subscribe for more. Ever wondered how you can be happy every day? In the next few seconds, you'll learn 5 powerful ways to bring joy to your life. First, spend quality time with loved ones. Connections make us feel seen and valued. Second, engage in a hobby. It fuels your passion and creativity. Third, exercise regularly. Physical activity boosts your mood instantly. Fourth, practice gratitude daily. Recognizing the good makes you appreciate life more. Lastly, help others. Acts of kindness uplift your spirit and theirs. Embrace these habits and watch your happiness soar. Like what you see, subscribe for more. Did you know zoos can be an amazing adventure for kids? In the next few seconds, you'll learn how a zoo visit is both fun and educational for children. Watching animals up close sparks their curiosity. Kids learn about different species and their habitats. Zoos often offer interactive exhibits for hands-on learning. Crowd favorites. These activities teach kids about animal behavior and care. Many zoos have playgrounds and picnic areas for family fun. A day at the zoo combines entertainment with education. It's a perfect outing that engages young minds. So next time you're planning a family trip, consider the zoo. It's more than just animals. It's an enriching experience. Curious to hear more tips like this? Hit the like button and subscribe for more.
Ever wished you could draw like a pro? In the next few seconds, you'll learn 3 secrets to improve your drawing skills fast. First, practice daily. Even just 15 minutes can make a huge difference over time. Second, use reference images. They help you understand proportions and details better. Third, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every error is a chance to learn and improve. Lastly, join a community. Get feedback and tips from other artists. Remember, progress comes with persistence. So, grab your sketchbook and start today. Hit the like button if you found this useful. And subscribe for more quick tips on mastering your passions. Happy drawing!
Remember the thrill of hide and seek? The game begins with someone closing their eyes and counting. The hiders quickly find the perfect spots. The seeker finishes counting and starts searching. Every rustle of leaves, every whisper, heightens the suspense. The seeker finds one hider after another. Hide and seek, a timeless game of suspense and joy.
Hey everyone, today I'm diving into a topic that's super close to my heart, trees and how incredibly vital they are for our planet. Now you might be wondering, why are trees so important? Well, let me break it down for you. Trees are not just beautiful natural sculptures, they are the backbone of ecosystems across the globe. First off, trees are like the Earth's lungs. They breathe in carbon dioxide and
inhale oxygen, helping to clean our air. In a single year, an acre of mature trees can provide enough oxygen for 18 people. Imagine that. Next time you take a deep breath of fresh air, thank a tree. But it doesn't stop there. Trees also play a crucial role in combating climate change. By absorbing CO2, trees act as carbon sinks, reducing the overall concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This process is essential in slowing down global warming, making trees one of our greatest allies against climate change. And there's more. Trees are also incredible water managers. During heavy rains, trees reduce the risk of flooding by catching and storing large amounts of water. This not only protects our soil, but also ensures that our waterways are cleaner and healthier. Plus, by stabilizing the soil with their roots, trees prevent erosion, keeping the environment intact and fertile. Trees also support biodiversity. A single tree can be home to hundreds of species of insects, fungi, moss, mammals, and plants. By preserving trees, we're also protecting the countless species that rely on them for shelter, food, and more. Now, with all these benefits, it's clear that trees are not just nice to have, they're essential for a healthy planet and a sustainable future. Every tree planted is a step towards a better world. So, what can we do about it? Well, it's simple. Plant a tree. Support forest conservation efforts. Educate others about the importance of trees. Every small action adds up. Together, we can make a real difference. Thanks for joining me today, and let's keep pushing for a greener, healthier planet. Remember, every tree counts.
Every child in the world deserves to have their basic rights protected and respected, regardless of where they live or who they are. Education is a fundamental right. Every child should have access to quality education, enabling them to build a better future for themselves. Access to healthcare is essential. Children must receive adequate medical attention to grow up healthy and strong, free from preventable diseases. Every child has the right to express their opinions and be heard. Their voices matter and should contribute to decisions affecting their lives. Children have the right to play and develop. Access to recreational activities fosters creativity, social skills, and physical health. Let's ensure every child enjoys their rights and builds a brighter future. It starts with awareness and action from all of us.
Is it necessary to give children homework? Let's explore this hot topic. Proponents argue homework reinforces learning and teaches responsibility and time management. Opponents claim homework causes unnecessary stress and takes away from valuable family time and play. Experts suggest a balanced approach where homework is meaningful and not overwhelming. Studies show moderate homework can improve academic performance, but excessive amounts show diminishing returns. Alternative approaches like project-based learning can be effective without the stress of traditional homework. Ultimately, the key is to find a balance that promotes learning and personal well-being.
Discover the benefits of scouting in the modern world. Scouting teaches valuable life skills, such as leadership and teamwork. It promotes physical fitness through outdoor activities and adventure. Scouting enhances problem-solving skills by presenting real-life challenges. It fosters a sense of community and belonging among scouts. Scouting encourages environmental stewardship and respect for nature. Join Scouting today to build a brighter future. Drama in primary schools plays a vital role in developing children's creativity, social skills, and confidence. It provides a fun and engaging way to learn important life lessons. Drama encourages creativity by allowing children to express themselves and explore different perspectives. It helps them think outside the box and fosters imaginative thinking. Through drama, children learn important social skills like teamwork, empathy, and communication. Acting out different roles helps them understand and relate to others better. Participating in drama boosts children's confidence. Taking on roles and performing in front of an audience helps them overcome shyness and gain self-assurance. Drama introduces children to important life lessons, such as dealing with emotions and understanding complex social situations. It's a hands-on way to learn about the world. Drama makes learning fun and engaging. It turns educational content into interactive experiences, making it easier for children to grasp and remember concepts. Incorporating drama in primary schools enriches the educational experience, nurturing well-rounded individuals. Encourage your child's school to embrace drama for a brighter future. Did you know? Physical education classes are more important than ever in modern schools. Physical education improves students' physical health, ensuring they stay active and fit. Regular physical activity helps enhance mental well-being, reducing stress and anxiety among students. PE classes teach essential social skills, promoting teamwork and cooperation among peers. Engaging in sports builds discipline and improves concentration, benefiting academic performance. Physical education introduces students to lifelong fitness habits, encouraging a healthy lifestyle beyond school. So let's prioritize physical education in modern schools for a healthier, happier future. Printed books play a vital role in preschool children's development. Let's explore how they shape young minds and contribute to their growth and learning. Reading printed books helps preschoolers develop essential language skills. It introduces them to new vocabulary and the structure of stories, enhancing their communication abilities. Printed books stimulate imagination and creativity. Through stories, children envision different worlds and characters, fostering their creative thinking and problem-solving skills. Handling printed books improves fine motor skills. Turning pages, holding the book, and pointing to pictures enhance their hand-eye coordination and dexterity. Story time with printed books promotes bonding between children and caregivers. It creates a nurturing environment where children feel valued and loved. Printed books provide a break from screens, promoting healthier habits. They offer a tactile, engaging experience that helps develop a love for reading. Incorporating printed books into preschoolers' lives enriches their development and learning. Let's nurture their growth with the magic of printed books. Did you know video games can help in studying? Video games improve problem-solving skills, essential for tackling complex study topics. They enhance memory through in-game tasks, which can benefit study habits. Playing games can relieve stress, making study sessions more productive. Multiplayer games improve social skills and teamwork, useful for group projects. Educational games offer a fun way to learn new concepts and reinforce topics. Include video games in your study routine and see the difference.
Welcome to our animated school adventure where education meets imagination in a vibrant setting. Join us as we explore the colorful halls and classrooms filled with creativity and learning. Meet a diverse cast of characters, from curious students to dedicated educators, all part of this animated journey. Experience the joy of discovery as we delve into the wonders of education through captivating animation. In this animated world, every corner holds a story, every lesson a new adventure waiting to unfold. Immerse yourself in the magic of school life, where friendships are forged and knowledge blooms in animated splendor. From animated blackboards to flying books, our school setting is a playground of imagination and learning. Join us on this educational journey where animation breathes life into the essence of school experiences. Discover the magic of learning through the lens of animation, where every moment is a chance to explore and grow. In our animated school world, every day is a new chapter, every challenge an opportunity to shine bright. Experience the blend of education and entertainment as we navigate the animated corridors of knowledge and fun. Join us in this colorful tapestry of school life, where animation weaves a story of growth and inspiration. From animated experiments to artistic expressions, our school environment is a canvas of endless possibilities. Embrace the spirit of learning as we embark on an animated quest through the heart of school dynamics. In this animated realm, knowledge dances with imagination, creating a symphony of educational delight. Join us as we celebrate the fusion of animation and education, where every frame tells a story of academic wonder.
In the animated school universe, each character, each lesson is a brushstroke painting the masterpiece of knowledge.
The Traffic Guardian. A tale of bravery, responsibility, and redemption. Officer Jack races through the bustling streets, unwavering in his pursuit of justice. Amidst the chaos of the construction site, he confronts the defiant driver, his resolve unshaken. As the driver's desperation mounts, Officer Jack stands firm, a beacon of authority in the face of recklessness. With a stern lecture, he imparts the importance of road safety, a lesson not easily forgotten. In a moment of surrender, the driver's remorse is palpable, a testament to Officer Jack's unwavering dedication. Safely guiding the driver back to order, Officer Jack watches over his domain with pride, the city skyline a testament to his vigilant watch. And as the scene fades, the title emerges, a tribute to the unsung heroes of the streets. The Traffic Guardian.
One night, as Oliver and Lily gaze at the starry sky, a mysterious light streaks across the horizon and lands near the old lighthouse.
Hey everyone.
What they
Today,
discover.
I'm taking you on a whimsical journey
One night,
through the colorful
as Oliver and
world of
Lily
flowers.
gaze at the starry
Imagine
sky,
this.
a mysterious
Little
light
animated
streaks
flowerets,
across the
each with
horizon
their own
and
quirky
lands near the old
personality,
lighthouse.
hopping from shop to shop in search of the perfect bloom. Ready to dive in? Let's go. First up, meet Rosie. Rosie's a bright, bubbly little tulip with a
Is
taste for all
beyond their
things
wildest
pink.
dreams.
As we stroll into the first shop, her eyes light up at the sight of some stunning cherry blossoms. These are just perfect, she chirps, her petals practically shimmering with excitement. And just like that, she's got the first addition to her collection. Next, we wander over to a cozy little corner filled with wildflowers. That's where we bump into Buzz, a bee-loving lavender who's all about the rustic vibes. He buzzes around, his little leaves fluttering until he spots the perfect daisy. It's so sunny and cheerful, just like me, he says, tucking it neatly into his cart. As we move on, we come across a garden of exotic orchids. Here we meet Fern, a fern who fancies the finer things in life. She's drawn to a stunning, rare blue orchid. Elegant and mysterious, she muses, admiring her reflection in a nearby pond as she adds it to her collection. Our final stop is at a vibrant stall bursting with roses of every color imaginable. Spike, a tiny but mighty cactus, rolls in. He might look tough on the outside, but he has a soft spot for roses. Nothing beats a classic, he grunts, selecting a bold red rose that somehow complements his prickly exterior perfectly. As our shopping spree comes to an end, our little flowerets gather together, each showing off their beauty. Fan of the simple daisy or the exotic orchid, there's something truly special about bringing a bit of nature's beauty into your life. So like and subscribe for more fun videos. Until next time, keep blooming. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next.
Hey everyone, have you ever found yourself wondering if stacking circles is even possible? Well, today I'm going to dive deep into the world of seemingly impossible tasks and show you how to stack circles like a pro. So, what are we talking about when we say stacking circles? Imagine you've got a bunch of coins. Those are your circles. Now, stacking them straight up might sound pretty straightforward, but there's a twist. To truly master this, we need to think like strategists and visualize the physics behind it. First up, let's talk gravity. It's not just about placing one circle on top of another, it's about balance. You might start simple, stacking them directly on top of each other, but as you get better, you can start offsetting them slightly. This is where it gets interesting. Each layer can be slightly out of line with the one below it, creating a spiral effect. It's not just about piling them up, it's about creating a structure that defies expectations. And here's a pro tip. The size of the circles matters. Mixing up different sizes can not only add to the aesthetic, but also to the stability of your stack. Smaller circles on larger ones can act like a keystone in an arch, locking everything into place. Believe me, it looks pretty cool too. Lastly, let's talk about the satisfaction of getting it right. When that last circle sits perfectly on top and your stack stands tall and defies gravity, that's a moment of pure triumph. All right, that's it for today, folks. Remember, it's not just about stacking, it's about strategizing and experimenting. So keep pushing the boundaries and, most importantly, have fun with it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time with another quirky challenge.
Writing style, engaging, hey everyone. Ever wondered what you can build with just a heap of toy blocks? Well, I'm about to show you something truly amazing. So imagine this. A young boy, only 8 years old, has taken the challenge to build something extraordinary out of ordinary toy blocks. Yes, you heard right. Just toy blocks. This isn't just any make-believe house. It's a masterpiece, crafted with the kind of precision you might not expect from a kid's play session. Picture this. Vibrant colors everywhere, windows that actually look like they could open, and a tiny, blocky garden out front. Now, what makes this so special? It's not just about stacking blocks on top of each other. It's about vision, planning, and a sprinkle of childlike imagination that turns a simple activity into an architectural wonder. This young builder used over 1,000 blocks, meticulously placing each one to create not just a house, but a home. Think about the patience and determination that goes into such a project. It's something that even us adults can find daunting. Yet here's a child, showing us that with a bit of creativity, anything is possible. What's truly inspiring is seeing how these building blocks can be tools of learning and growth. They're not just toys, they're the building blocks of creativity, problem-solving skills, and even teamwork. Yes, teamwork, because guess what? He didn't do this alone. His friends and family were right there, supporting and adding their own touches to the house. So next time you see your child playing with blocks, remember they're not just building structures. They're building skills, dreams, and memories. Who knows? They might just be the next great architect or engineer in the making. All right, that's a wrap on this incredible story of creativity and imagination. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, never underestimate the power of play. It can build more than just block houses. It can build futures. Catch you all next time with more amazing stories. Until then, keep building, keep playing, and keep dreaming.
Creative carpenter. In a village where craftsmanship was revered above all else, there lived a man named Johnny. With calloused hands and a heart of determination, Johnny toiled away in his workshop, carving intricate designs into wooden furniture, each stroke of his chisel a testament to his dedication and skill. Workshop. The scene focuses on Johnny's hands, moving with precision and grace as they shape the wood, breathing life into each piece he creates. Every curve, every detail, infused with his passion for his craft. Close-up shots reveal Johnny's eyes filled with admiration as he surveys the fruits of his labor. Tables, cabinets, chairs, each one a masterpiece in its own right. Pride and satisfaction radiate from his expression, a reflection of the love he pours into his work, village under threat. But when danger loomed over the village in the form of bandits, Johnny's skills were put to the test. With makeshift weapons crafted from his own furniture, he stood ready to defend his home and the people he cherished. Bandits approaching. Bandit leader, mocking, "Look at this fool, thinking he can stop us with his wooden toys." Despite the odds stacked against him, Johnny exudes calm confidence as the bandits draw near. His determination unwavering, his spirit unbreakable. Intense battle. And so the battle begins, with Johnny showcasing his agility and strength, as he faces the charging bandits head-on. Each swing of his improvised weapons fueled by courage and resolve. Villagers cheering. Victory is achieved, and the villagers erupt into cheers and applause as Johnny emerges triumphant. His bravery and heroism celebrated by all, his name spoken with reverence. Village transformed. As the dust settles, the scene pans across the village, now transformed by Johnny's actions. His furniture creations, once symbols of beauty and craftsmanship, now stand as symbols of strength and resilience. And so we bid farewell to Johnny, the master builder turned hero, his journey from craftsman to savior, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of all who witnessed it.
The Arena Showdown. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate showdown at the arena. Prepare to be dazzled as we witness two young warriors, Johnny and Tommy, go head-to-head in a battle of skill, determination, and sportsmanship. As the sun sets on the bustling stadium, the anticipation in the air is palpable. The crowd is electrified, eagerly awaiting the start of the intense game. The camera pans over the sea of excited spectators, capturing the vibrant energy that fills the arena. In the center of the arena, Johnny and Tommy stand facing each other, their eyes locked in focus, showcasing their unwavering determination. With a nod of agreement, Johnny cracks his knuckles and gets into a fighting stance, exuding confidence and readiness for the upcoming battle. And as the referee blows the whistle, the tension reaches its peak. The intense showdown begins, with Johnny and Tommy exchanging fast-paced punches and kicks, each displaying their impressive martial arts skills with expressions of sheer determination on their faces. The crowd goes wild with each impressive move and near miss, their reactions ranging from awe to excitement as they watch the thrilling match unfold before their eyes. And amidst the chaos, Johnny and Tommy fight on, their faces a mix of sweat and adrenaline, emphasizing the physical exertion of the match. In a moment of exhaustion, Johnny acknowledges Tommy's skill, panting as he admits, "You're good, Tommy." And with a playful grin, Tommy responds, "You too, Johnny, let's finish this." As the final seconds tick down, Johnny lands a powerful kick, knocking Tommy to the ground. The referee raises Johnny's hand in victory, and the crowd erupts in cheers, celebrating the thrilling outcome of the match. But amidst the fierce competition, a bond of camaraderie and mutual respect emerges. Johnny helps Tommy up, and they share a smile, depicting a moment of sportsmanship that transcends the rivalry. A montage of slow-motion shots captures the boys' bromance and the shared experience of the showdown, highlighting the lasting friendship formed through the exhilarating competition. As the sun sets on the stadium, Johnny and Tommy walk off the field, arms around each other's shoulders, the cheers of the crowd echoing in the background. And as the screen fades to black, the title, "The Arena Showdown," appears in bold letters, marking the conclusion of the film with a sense of accomplishment and unity. So there you have it, folks. A thrilling tale of determination, friendship, and the power of sportsmanship. Until next time, keep cheering, keep competing, and always remember the true spirit of the game. This is the Arena Showdown. Signing off.
Frosty Fun. Welcome to a winter wonderland, where joy and innocence blend seamlessly in a world of snow and magic. Join us on a unique journey where childhood and friendship intertwine in a tale of wonder and adventure. We find Tommy, a young boy, amidst a vast expanse of snow-covered landscape. His eyes gleam with excitement as he plays in the snow, exuding pure joy and innocence. Each moment radiates with the essence of childhood wonder as Tommy explores the winter wonderland with boundless enthusiasm. And then, the thrill of adventure takes hold as Tommy slides down a hill on his sled. His expression is one of pure exhilaration, his carefree spirit soaring as he embraces the rush of the ride. The camera zooms in, capturing every moment of his excitement as Tommy's love for adventure shines brightly. But wait, what's that sound? Tommy's curiosity is piqued as he looks around, trying to locate the source of the mysterious noise. The camera focuses on his face, capturing his expression of wonder and intrigue as he embarks on a quest to uncover the source of the sound. Suddenly, a friendly face appears from behind a tree. It's Adam, the talking snowman, with a big smile and a warm welcome. Tommy's eyes widen in surprise at the sight of this magical encounter, his disbelief quickly turning into delight as he embraces the friendly snowman. Eagerly, Tommy nods in response to Adam's invitation, and together they embark on a snowy adventure, building a fort out of snow. Their laughter fills the air as they work together, their expressions conveying joy and camaraderie as they revel in the magic of friendship. But as dark clouds gather in the sky and the wind picks up, a sense of impending danger fills the air. Snowflakes begin to fall heavily, and Tommy and Adam look up at the sky with concern, unsure of what lies ahead. In a surprising turn of events, Adam starts spinning around, creating a whirlwind of snow around them. Tommy's expression shifts to one of confusion and surprise as he watches the swirling snow dance around them, filled with a sense of wonder and magic. And then, in a moment of pure enchantment, Tommy's eyes sparkle with wonder as they float above the storm, safe and sound in the whirlwind of snow. His expression is one of amazement and awe as he experiences the magic of the moment, filled with a sense of joy and wonder. As the whirlwind gently sets Tommy and Adam back down on the ground, the blizzard passes and the sun begins to peek through the clouds. Tommy and Adam look relieved and happy, their sense of accomplishment palpable as they bask in the peace and tranquility after the storm. Hand in hand, Tommy and Adam walk as the sun sets, leaving behind a trail of footprints in the snow. Their silhouettes against the setting sun evoke a warm and nostalgic mood, conveying a sense of friendship and togetherness that will last a lifetime. And as the screen fades to black, the words "Frosty Fun" appear in frosty letters, creating a magical and whimsical atmosphere that leaves a lasting impression on the audience. It's a tale of wonder and enchantment, where friendship and adventure reign supreme in the winter wonderland.
Amidst the sea of bubbling beakers and sizzling test tubes, Lily's determined gaze fixates on a mysterious potion. A single drop falls, setting off a chain reaction of colorful sparks and a sudden explosion that echoes through the lab. Chaos reigns as the room fills with a dense cloud, obscuring the once orderly rows of lab equipment. In the midst of the turmoil, a figure emerges, moving with purpose to rectify the unforeseen calamity. Shadows dance in the swirling mist, outlining a figure whose resolve shines brighter than the blinding sparks. In a flash of inspiration, a solution emerges from the haze, as Lily's nimble hands work to restore order to the unruly lab. As the mist clears, a mesmerizing design emerges, a testament to the unexpected beauty born from chaos. Amidst the lingering scent of chemicals, a moment of recognition passes between the mentor and the young prodigy. In the aftermath of the pandemonium, a sense of camaraderie blooms among the students, bound by the shared thrill of discovery. With a newfound sense of purpose, Lily gazes ahead, her spirit unbroken by the chaos that once threatened to consume her. In a small town in Canada, a curious young girl with a love for puzzles embarks on a new adventure. Lily stumbles upon a challenging puzzle, missing pieces beckoning to be found. Determined, Lily tries in vain to solve the incomplete puzzle, frustration evident on her face. Lily's friend, a cheerful boy with a knack for problem solving, steps in to assist with the mystery puzzle. Lily and her friend search high and low in a local toy store for the elusive missing puzzle pieces. A spark of creativity ignites as they discover the puzzle's bespoke design, urging them to think differently. With ingenuity and cooperation, Lily and her companion craft makeshift puzzle pieces, their imaginations running wild. The final piece clicks into place, unveiling a masterpiece of collaboration and unconventional thinking. With beaming smiles, the young duo revel in their triumph, celebrating a lesson in persistence and innovation.
The Healing Journey. Ethan's eyes sparkled with determination as he dreamed of wearing the white coat and stethoscope. Chaos engulfed the street as screeching tires and shattered glass filled the air. The weight of responsibility settled on Ethan's young shoulders, urging him forward despite his doubts. Time slowed to a crawl as Ethan battled the fear gripping his heart, his hands shaking but his resolve unyielding. Judgment hung heavy in the air, cutting through Ethan's hopes like a sharp blade as rebuke echoed in his ears. The hallowed halls of healing beckoned to Ethan, their whispered promises of knowledge and redemption echoing in his bones. Words transformed into knowledge under Ethan's diligent gaze, forming a bridge between ignorance and enlightenment. Tension crackled in the air like static electricity, Ethan's unwavering conviction clashing against the walls of tradition and skepticism. Victory tasted sweeter than any triumph, as Ethan's faith in the untested treatment bore fruit, saving a life and proving his mettle. Ethan stood at the threshold of his destiny, the echoes of his past mistakes fading into the shadows of his bright future as a healer.
The Kingdom of Eldoria, welcome to a world where amazing and wonder reigns supreme, where tales of valor and heroism unfold before our very eyes. Join us on a journey through the mystical realm of Eldoria, where the forces of light and darkness collide in an epic struggle for the fate of the kingdom. A vast expanse of enchanted forests and shimmering lakes, the majestic citadel of Eldoria, behold, the Kingdom of Eldoria, a land of beauty and grandeur, ruled by the noble King Aldrich. His castle, a beacon of hope and strength, stands as a testament to the prosperity of his realm. King Aldrich, adorned
A young sailor boy with determination in his eyes is seen preparing his fishing equipment on the deck of the boat. His face is lit up with excitement as he sets sail for the day's catch. Peter, today's the day we bring home a big one. Just you wait and see. As the boat sails further out to sea, the waters become rougher and the sky darkens with storm clouds looming in the distance. Peter's face changes from excitement to concern as he realizes they are heading straight into a storm. The waves crash against the boat, the wind howling around them as Peter struggles to keep control of the vessel. Lightning flashes overhead, illuminating the fear in his eyes. Peter, hold on tight, we're in for a rough ride. Despite his fear, Peter's determination shines through as he steers the boat through the storm, his face set in a grimace of concentration. He struggles against an unseen force, his heart racing as he realizes he's hooked something big. The fish leaping out of the water, revealing itself to be big fish. Finally, the storm begins to subside, the sun breaking through the clouds as the sea calms once more. Peter lets out a sigh of relief, a triumphant smile spreading across his face. As the boat heads back to shore, to show the vast expanse of the ocean, a reminder of the power and beauty of the sea. The story ends with Peter standing proudly on the deck of his boat, and he has a lot of fish, a true sea hunter in every sense of the word.
Astronaut. In a world filled with boundless imagination and endless possibilities, there exists a young boy named Johnny, whose dreams soared higher than the stars themselves. Surrounded by posters of astronauts and space shuttles, Johnny sat in his room, his gaze fixed upon the night sky, brimming with wonder and hope. Johnny, someday, I'll be up there, exploring the mysteries of the universe. In science class, Johnny's hand shot up eagerly, his passion for space shining bright as he expressed his desire to become an astronaut. Johnny, I want to journey to the stars, to see what lies beyond our wildest dreams. At the Space Museum, Johnny stood in awe before a life-size space shuttle exhibit, his imagination taking flight as he envisioned himself among the stars. Lost in thought, Johnny imagined the sensation of floating in zero gravity, a smile gracing his face as he embraced the weightlessness of his dreams. But the path to the stars was not without its challenges. Johnny faced obstacles and setbacks, yet his determination never wavered. Through hard work and dedication, he honed his mind and body, never losing sight of the stars that beckoned him. Then, one day, a letter arrived in the mail, its contents delivering the promise of a dream fulfilled. With trembling hands, Johnny read the words that would change his life forever. Johnny, congratulations, you've been accepted into an astronaut training program. Joy and determination filled Johnny's heart as he embarked on his journey towards the stars, fueled by his unwavering passion and belief in himself. The words, "dreaming among the stars," glow brightly, a testament to Johnny's indomitable spirit and the power of chasing one's dreams. This is the story of Johnny, a boy who dared to reach for the stars and found the universe within himself.
Sweet's Bakery. In the heart of a quaint village, where the sun dances on cobblestone streets and laughter fills the air, lies a cozy bakery where magic is baked into every creation. Lily's Bakery, bustling with activity, filled with vibrant colors of icing and sprinkles. Meet Lily, the soul of this enchanting place, where dreams are crafted in sugar and flour, and every cake tells a story. Lily warmly welcomes a group of eager young girls into her bakery, their eyes wide with wonder. And here come the stars of our story, a group of young girls, each brimming with excitement and curiosity, ready to embark on a journey of creativity and discovery. Lily patiently teaches the girls various decorating techniques, from piping flowers to intricate designs. Under Lily's gentle guidance, the girls immerse themselves in a world of frosting and fondant, learning the art of cake decorating with every delicate stroke. Lily demonstrates a delicate technique to Emma, whose eyes light up with excitement. And there's Emma, her eyes sparkling with delight as she learns from Lily's expertise, her passion for baking igniting like a flame. The girls cheer as Emma successfully pipes a perfect flower onto her cake. A burst of applause fills the bakery as Emma triumphantly finishes her creation, a testament to her newfound skills and unwavering determination. Lily gathers the girls for a group photo with their finished cakes. With their masterpieces proudly displayed, Lily gathers the girls for a memorable snapshot, capturing the joy and camaraderie that fills the air. The girls excitedly show off their cakes to their parents as Lily watches with a content smile. As the day draws to a close, the girls beam with pride as they present their creations to their parents, their hearts full of accomplishment and happiness. The sun sets over the village, casting a golden glow over the bakery. And as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, it's a reminder of the magic that happens when creativity and love collide. Closing music. In this little bakery, dreams are not just baked, they're celebrated, cherished, and shared, creating memories that last a lifetime.
The green pastures. As the sun rises over a serene village, we find ourselves in the company of a young boy named Johnny. With tender care, he tends to his sheep and cows in the lush green pasture, greeting them with a soft melody of friendship. Johnny, singing softly, "Good morning, my friends." With practiced hands, Johnny carefully milks the cows and sheep, pouring the fresh milk into containers before making his way back to his small cottage. Inside, a determined expression. And so, side by side, Johnny and Ilara embark on a culinary adventure, their laughter filling the air as they craft the most exquisite cheeses and creams the village has ever known. With each creation, their friendship deepens, and the villagers' hearts are filled with gratitude. Villager, grateful, thank you, Johnny, for bringing such joy to our village. As night falls and the stars adorn the sky like diamonds, Johnny sits outside his cottage, a sense of wonder and gratitude filling.
The Swim Squad. Welcome to another exciting day at the pool. Here we have Coach Sam, a beacon of leadership and expertise, ready to guide these young talents through their freestyle technique practice. The boys jump into the pool, splashing and laughing as they begin swimming laps under Coach Sam's attentive gaze. Look at those boys go. Each one exudes joy and enthusiasm as they dive into the water, their laughter echoing against the pool's edge. It's a sight to behold. Amidst the excitement, Johnny struggles to keep up with the group, his face a mix of determination and frustration as he focuses on improving his freestyle strokes. And there's Johnny, pushing himself to the limit. His determination is evident, even amidst the challenges. It's a reminder that progress often comes with perseverance. As the training session progresses, the boys start to show progress in their freestyle technique. Their movements become more fluid and confident, reflecting their improvement in skills. Wow, would you look at that? The boys are really stepping up their game. Their hard work and dedication are paying off, as evidenced by their increasingly confident strokes. Coach Sam smiles proudly, praising the boys for their great job, his face filled with pride and encouragement. The boys look up at him with admiration and determination, basking in the praise for their hard work during the training session. Coach Sam's approval means the world to these boys. His words of encouragement fuel their determination, reminding them that with perseverance, anything is possible.
As Oliver and Lily gaze at the starry
As the lifeguard blows the whistle to signal the end of the training session, the boys reluctantly get out of the pool. Johnny's disappointed expression stands out, showing his desire to keep practicing and improving despite the session ending. It's always hard to say goodbye to a great training session. Johnny's disappointment mirrors the feelings of many, but it's also a testament to their passion for improvement. Coach Sam approaches Johnny with a reassuring smile, offering words of encouragement and support. Johnny's face reflects a mix of hope and determination as he listens to Coach Sam's motivating words, instilling a sense of belief in his abilities. In moments like these, Coach Sam's guidance shines brightest. His words of encouragement ignite a spark within Johnny, reminding him that setbacks are just stepping stones to success. The boys gather around Coach Sam, their faces beaming with pride and determination as they look up to him for guidance and inspiration. The sense of camaraderie and unity among the boys is evident, showcasing the bond they've formed during the training session. And as the day draws to a close, the sense of accomplishment and camaraderie lingers in the air. Together, they've grown stronger, united by their shared passion for swimming and their unwavering determination to succeed. The sound of the boys cheering and the water splashing fades away, leaving behind a feeling of success and unity among the group. Today was more than just a training session. It was a journey of growth, friendship, and determination. And as they move forward, these young swimmers will carry with them the lessons learned and the bonds formed, ready to tackle whatever challenges come their way.
The Scooter Champion, welcome to the 3D animation show of Scooter Adventures. In this story, full of enthusiasm and friendship, we enter a neighborhood full of joy and laughter, where children race their scooters and perform cool tricks in the streets. We begin by introducing the character of Mark, who is excitedly preparing for a scooter race. His face showed determination and determination to win this time. Then, we move on to moments of fun and competition between Alex and Mark as they race and laugh through the streets, aspects of joy and playful competition evident on their faces. We find Mark and Alex teaming up on a handcrafted obstacle course where they show off their skills and intense focus in overcoming challenges. Finally, we reach the final match as the children gather around the makeshift playground, anticipating and excited for the moments to come. As Alex crosses the finish line as a winner, excitement and admiration fill the expressions on the faces of the attendees. Then we witness a unique moment where Mark proudly and respectfully congratulates Alex, showing the communicative spirit between them. Finally, as Mark looks out over the neighborhood with gratitude for the friendships and memories he has made, we sense comfort and belonging in his expression.
Yo-yo mastery. Imagine a world where childhood rivalries are settled not with fists, but with the mesmerizing dance of a yo-yo. Welcome to a realm where skill, determination, and innovation reign supreme. In this tale of camaraderie and triumph, we witness the journey of Johnny, a young champion with a heart of steel and a mind brimming with ingenuity. As the sun begins its descent, the playground becomes a stage for the ultimate showdown. A group of spirited boys, their faces illuminated with excitement, gather to showcase their yo-yo prowess. Among them stands Johnny, his confidence unwavering, his an extension of his very being. With every flick of the wrist, Johnny commands the attention of his peers. His friends cheer him on, their voices a symphony of encouragement. But as the dusk settles, a shadow looms over the playground. Enter the older boys, their presence commanding respect and instilling fear. Led by the menacing figure of the bully, they challenge Johnny and his friends to a showdown unlike any other. Tension hangs thick in the air as the battle lines are drawn. In the face of adversity, Johnny stands resolute. His determination burns brighter than ever as he locks eyes with the lead bully, a silent vow of defiance passing between them. The stage is set for a clash of titans. With each trick executed, Johnny and the bully push the limits of their skill. The intensity of their competition fuels their resolve, driving them to new heights of excellence. But in the final moments, fate takes an unexpected turn. Johnny's heart sinks as his yo-yo slips from his grasp, victory slipping through his fingers. The bully smirks triumphantly, victory within his grasp. But in the face of defeat, Johnny finds a spark of inspiration. Summoning every ounce of courage, Johnny seizes a nearby tree branch, his eyes alight with determination. With a daring leap of faith, he transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, catching the bully off guard with his audacious move. As Johnny's makeshift yo-yo twirls through the air, a wave of disbelief washes over the onlookers. The bully's expression morphs from arrogance to shock, his grip on victory slipping away. In a breathtaking display of innovation, Johnny emerges triumphant. The playground erupts in cheers as Johnny's friends rush to congratulate him, their faces aglow with admiration and respect. They bask in the glow of their friend's unexpected victory. In this moment, bonds are forged and friendships are strengthened. And as the sun dips below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the playground, Johnny and his friends continue to play, their laughter mingling with the fading light. For in the end, it's not the triumph itself that matters, but the journey shared with those we hold dear. Join us next time for another adventure in the world of imagination. Until then, may your spirits soar as high as Johnny's yo-yo.
Amazing homestead. As the sun rises over a pristine landscape, a humble home nestled amidst lush greenery is revealed. Birds chirp in the distance, adding to the tranquil ambiance as the camera pans to a family standing outside their newly built home. With hearts full of hope and hands joined, the family begins to plant seeds in the fertile soil. Their laughter fills the air as they work in harmony, nurturing the earth to create a beautiful garden. Time passes in a montage of scenes, showcasing the family's dedication as they tend to the plants, watching them grow and flourish under their care. Through every season, their bond remains unbreakable, strengthening with each passing day. Father,
this is our home, a place where we will grow and thrive.
The entire landscape is transformed into a magical oasis. Butterflies flutter around, and a rainbow stretches across the sky, a testament to the family's love and hard work. The mother adds, her voice filled with warmth and wonder. Mother!
It is a place of warmth, amazing, and wonder, where memories are made and dreams take flight. We will plant trees that will provide shade and shelter, flowers that will bloom with vibrant colors.
The son says, his voice filled with pride and gratitude. Son, look at how much we have accomplished together. Our home is truly a haven of love and growth, nurtured by our hands and hearts. Daughter.
Our home is more than just walls and roofs. Thanks to our love and hard work, it is a place of amazing and wonder.
In a final embrace, the family stands together, their hearts full of gratitude and joy as they gaze at the amazing homestead they have created. Hand in hand, they look forward to the endless possibilities that await them in their wonderful homestead.
Dreams of tomorrow. In a bustling schoolyard, laughter fills the air as students dart back and forth, their joy big.
Amidst this vibrant scene stands Emily, a young teacher with boundless energy and a heart full of passion. With a radiant smile, Emily stands before a whiteboard, ready to ignite the flames of imagination within her students. Her eyes sparkle with excitement as she prepares to unleash a world of color and creativity. With swift strokes, Emily sketches a vibrant picture, each line bursting with life and possibility. As she draws, the students gather around, their eyes wide with wonder, captivated by the magic unfolding before them. But Emily's lessons go beyond the confines of art. In a montage of teaching moments, she guides her students through a myriad of subjects, from science to art, all with a focus on thinking outside the box. With Emily's encouragement and guidance, the students excel in their studies, their minds expand with each new discovery. Their laughter echoes through the halls, a testament to the joy of learning. Yet, amidst the laughter, darkness lurks. A group of bullies taunts a fellow student, pushing him against a wall. But Emily, with eyes blazing with determination, steps in to confront the injustice. The tension is palpable as Emily stands her ground, a beacon of strength and courage in the face of adversity. Her unwavering resolve sends a powerful message. In this schoolyard, kindness triumphs over cruelty. As the day draws to a close, Emily stands before her class with a sense of pride and hope radiating from her. She looks at her students, the future creators of tomorrow, with a mix of emotions, pride, hope, and determination. For in Emily's classroom, dreams take flight and the seeds of greatness are planted. And as the sun sets on another day, the promise of tomorrow shines bright, guided by the unwavering spirit of one remarkable teacher.
One night, as Oliver and Lily gaze at the starry sky, a mysterious light streaks across the horizon and lands near the old lighthouse.
Blooming beauty garden.
Over a lush green yard filled with various trees and colorful flowers, the sun is shining brightly and a gentle breeze rustles the leaves. A young woman named Lily, happily tending to her plants. She lovingly waters each one, murmuring words of encouragement. Lily,
Grow big and strong, my beauties.
As Lily works, a shadow falls over her. She looks up to see a group of menacing figures approaching. Lily's determined expression as she stands her ground, ready to defend her beloved plants. Leader,
hand over the rare plants, girl. They belong to us now.
Lily,
Never. These plants are my friends, and I won't let you take them.
The leader laughs cruelly and signals his cronies to attack. Lily springs into action, using her knowledge of plants to her advantage. Lily using a vine to swing herself out of harm's way, narrowly avoiding a blow from one of the attackers. A dynamic fight sequence as Lily expertly uses the plants around her to fight off her assailants. Lily using a thorny plant to entangle an opponent and a giant sunflower to shield herself from incoming attacks. The tide turns in Lily's favor, and the attackers are soon defeated. Lily stands victorious, breathing heavily but triumphant. The yard in all its blooming glory, with Lily standing proudly among her plants.
Wonderful cats. In a realm of wonder and enchantment, where the forest whispers secrets and mysteries, two brother kindred, Jake and Lily, venture hand in hand towards a clearing brimming with fantastical delights. Their eyes widen in awe as they draw closer, greeted by a sight of shimmering cats, each adorned in vibrant hues, dancing amidst a symphony of flowers and butterflies. Sensing their presence, the cats playfully frolic, beckoning Jake and Lily into their whimsical realm with affectionate purrs and gentle nudges. Guided by the cat's enchanting presence, Jake and Lily venture deeper into the forest, where magic thrives in every glimmer of light and shadow. Discovering a hidden cave adorned with sparkling crystals, they are mesmerized by the wonders that lie within this mystical sanctuary. Led by their feline guides, they stumble upon a breathtaking garden, where exotic plants and flowers bloom in abundance, enveloping them in a sense of serenity and wonder. Yet, amidst the beauty, they come across a wounded magical cat, its eyes beseeching for aid, stirring compassion within their hearts. With gentle hands and compassionate hearts, Jake and Lily devote themselves to healing the injured creature, their love radiating in a soft, warm glow. As the cat's wounds fade away, replaced by gratitude and vitality, it expresses profound thanks to its newfound friends, forging a bond that transcends words. Together, they embark on a journey through the enchanted forest, bathed in the golden hues of the setting sun, united by love, compassion, and the magical connection they share. In this realm of wonder, where dreams take flight and hearts intertwine, Jake, Lily, and their magical companions walk side by side, their souls intertwined in an eternal love of brotherhood and friendship. And so, their adventure continues, forever etched in the tapestry of this wonderful world. Jack's Kick. Join us in the inspiring tale of Jack, a young dreamer whose heart beats for football. From his humble beginnings in a small town, Jack's passion for the beautiful game knows no bounds. Whether he's admiring his collection of trophies or standing alone on an empty pitch, Jack's love for football shines through. In every touch of the ball, Jack transports himself to a world of grand stadiums and roaring crowds, where he envisions himself scoring extraordinary goals. Even in moments away from the field, Jack finds solace in virtual matches, honing his skills and perfecting his craft. With the unwavering support of his loving mother and encouraging father, Jack's dreams are nurtured and his determination strengthened. Despite distractions in the classroom, Jack remains focused on his ultimate goal, driven by the vision of playing in the biggest stadiums and making everyone proud. As the sun sets on the football pitch, Jack stands tall, a symbol of determination and unwavering belief in his dreams. With one powerful kick, Jack launches the ball into the sky, marking the beginning of his extraordinary adventure. Jack's story is a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and the unwavering belief in oneself. It's a reminder that no dream is too big and no obstacle too daunting when fueled by a love as strong as Jack's for the game of football. So let Jack's journey inspire you to chase your dreams, no matter how big they may seem. Journey of Discovery. In a world filled with endless possibilities, one young boy dared to dream big. Meet Johnny, a bright and curious 12-year-old with a passion for science that knew no bounds. Johnny's cluttered bedroom filled with science books and experiments. Surrounded by the wonders of his makeshift laboratory, Johnny's determination shone like a beacon of light. Johnny rushes out of his room carrying his worn-out backpack filled with scientific tools. With his backpack in tow, he embarked on a journey of discovery, eager to conquer scientific challenges, one experiment at a time. Johnny conducting experiments and observing the stars through a telescope. Through countless trials and triumphs, Johnny's quest for knowledge led him to the doors of a prestigious science academy. Johnny stands in awe in front of the academy, taking a deep breath before stepping inside. Inside the state-of-the-art laboratory, Johnny found himself surrounded by bustling scientists and cutting-edge technology. Johnny stands in the laboratory wearing a lab coat too big for him, his eyes filled with anticipation. Guided by the words of his mentors, Johnny immersed himself in his studies, devouring books and experimenting tirelessly. Time-lapse sequence of Johnny working in the lab, studying late into the night. And then, one fateful night, inspiration struck. Johnny accidentally creates a vibrant burst of light in his experiment, leading to a breakthrough. Johnny,
Eureka!
armed with his newfound discovery, Johnny's journey took a monumental turn. 2 years later, Johnny stands confidently on a stage, presenting his groundbreaking invention to a captivated audience. Johnny,
Today, I present to you my groundbreaking invention that will revolutionize the field of science.
his determination and scientific prowess captivated the world, propelling him to fame and success. Flashes of newspaper headlines showcasing Johnny's achievements. With his name etched in the annals of scientific history, Johnny embarked on a new chapter of his life. Johnny, now in his early 20s, walks through a bustling city, his face beaming with pride. As he gazes up at the towering skyscraper bearing his name, Johnny realizes that he has conquered every challenge and fulfilled his childhood dream. Johnny looks out into the sunset, a sense of contentment washing over his face. And so the journey of Johnny, the young boy who dared to dream, serves as a reminder that with passion, perseverance, and a thirst for knowledge, anything is possible.
Stand by,